All right, welcome everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order for the Township of Puslinch on January 17th, 2024. And I'll start with roll call. Councillor Spoulos. Present. Councillor Bailey.
Present.
Councillor Hurst.
Present.
And Councillor Goyda. And she is absent. All right, this will begin our moment of reflection. All right, that concludes your moment of reflection. Ms. McFlesh, resolution for confirmation of the agenda, please.
The council approves the January 17th, 2024 special council meeting agenda as circulated, and that council approves the change to the order of business to move the closed meeting to directly following disclosure of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof.
All right, can I get a move for that, please? Councillor Hurst, Councillor Bailey, any comments or questions on that? All in favor? Carried. Disclosure of pecuniary interests. None. All right, resolution on close, Ms. White-Fox.
That council shall go into closed session under section 239 of the Municipal Act for the purpose of a confidential report regarding litigation or potential litigation, including matters before administrative tribunals affecting the municipality or local board. That's in relation to an Ontario Land Tribunal matter. And confidential report regarding advice that is subject to solicitor-client privilege, including communications necessary for that purpose. And this is in regards to an aggregate resource matter.
And move to that, Councillor Spoulos, second by Councillor Bailey. All in favor? Carried. Very closed. Welcome back. Right, welcome back, everyone. This might actually have a resolution to not closed.
The council moves into open session at 6:47 p.m.
Move it, please. Councillor Spoulos, Councillor Bailey. All in favor? It's carried. All right. No, of course.
Yes, that council receives the confidential report regarding litigation or potential litigation, including matters before administrative tribunals affecting the municipality or local board. And that's in relation to an Ontario Land Tribunal matter. And confidential report regarding advice that is subject to solicitor-client privilege, including communications necessary for that purpose. And this is in relation to the aggregate resource matter, and that staff proceed as directed.
I'm going to move for that, Councillor Hurst, Councillor Bailey. All in favor? That's carried. All right. Next up on the agenda. Correspondence.
Yeah.
And do you have a resolution for that, please?
Right, it's a bit of a long one. The council receives correspondence item 6.1, 2023 aggregate compliance assessment reports. And whereas the township of Puslinch continues to be a key stakeholder in the aggregate industry in Ontario, as it is host to nearly 30 aggregate licenses, which accounts for approximately 12% of its land mass being dedicated to aggregate extraction and processing aggregate materials. And whereas the township does not have a municipal water supply, and accordingly is concerned with the protection of its groundwater for well water. And whereas the majority of aggregate operations in the township of Puslinch include below the water table extraction, and whereas municipalities have no authority or enforcement abilities within the ARA licensed areas and rely on the MNRF to monitor and enforce ARA site licenses. And whereas the province has consistently reduced municipalities and public involvement in the ARA approvals process by creating a framework for self-regulation by the pit operator with limited oversight by the MNRF. And whereas the recent Office of the Auditor General of Ontario Management Report regarding aggregate resources accurately depicts the state of affairs of the aggregate industry and certainly aligns with the township's experience in respect to ongoing non-compliance and lack of enforcement by the MNRF. For example, the township is aware of non-compliance occurring on a site for nearly a decade with no enforcement action taken by the MNRF. In fact, when the non-compliance was finally acknowledged by the MNRF, rather than enforcing the site license, the operator sought to rectify the non-compliance by amending the site license to align with the operator's current practices. As noted in Table 2, attached to Schedule B, the township has raised compliance concerns with all 27 aggregate compliance assessment reports received for 2023. And whereas the Township of Puslinch Council dedicates significant time and resources to advocating for responsible and consistent industry standards that represent good land use planning, respect the environment, and protect source water, and provide the appropriate consideration to the host municipality, the public, and all other applicable regulatory agencies having jurisdiction. Therefore, the Township of Puslinch submits its comments regarding the 2023 aggregate compliance assessment reports attached to Schedule A and B, and respectfully request that the MNRF provide a response to the township outlining whether each operator is complying with the site license, and if not, confirm how the non-compliance will be addressed by the MNRF within a reasonable timeline of no less than 30 days. And whereas council is extremely concerned with the timeline of a response by the MNRF, that council direct staff to escalate the matter to the MPP Arnett's office if an adequate response is not received by the MNRF within 30 days of receipt of this correspondence. And further, that the township resolution be forwarded to MPP Ted Arnott, the County of Wellington, Minister of Natural Resources and Forestry, the Office of the Auditor General, TAPMO, and TAPMO for their information and support.
Can you just add MPP Ray? Because he's the other representative from Wellington County, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. May I move for that, please? Councilor Hurst, second by Councilor Spillis. All right, what changes would you like to Ms. White to do that? None? Well done.
Well done.
Very well read. Thank you for doing that every day, in and out. I appreciate it, trust me. Okay. Good job, staff, everybody. All right, all in favor? That's carried. All right. Closed session we did. Any business arising from the closed session? None. Confirmatory bylaw, Ms. White Fox.
That the following bylaw be taken as read three times and finally passed in open council. Bylaw 2024-003 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council for the corporation of the township of Cliffs Lynch at its meeting held on the 17th day of January 2024.
Move for that, Councilor Bailey, second by Councilor Hurst, all in favor, and adjournment, please.
Council hereby adjourns at 6:52 p.m.
Mover, Councilor Spillis, Councilor Hurst, all in favor. Carried. See you at 7 o'clock for the public meeting.
Hold on, guys.
Hold on.